I'm Bily Foster, and I'm that iPad guy. Called that because I've almost always got an iPad with me, and in some cases, two. Today we're talking about Apple's October surprise. Boy, oh boy, did Apple lowball us with their September event. October, they threw down the gauntlet, then kicked the dirt in the eye of the competition. Not only did they give us this new iPad mini, more on that later, they snuck in an iPad 4 and blew us away with the new iMac. But first, let's talk about MacBook Pros. Now we have the option of picking up the 13-inch MacBook Pro with a Retina display. Now, it comes at a $500 upgrade, but, I'm loving the Retina display so much that I totally think that it's worth it. I'm still going to try and hold out for a Retina display MacBook Air. The Mac Minis also got some update, but nothing earth-shattering for us to cover. But the biggest surprise was the announcement of the new iMac, which has gone on a major diet. The new display is supposed to have 75% reduction in the reflective glare, dual microphones, it shed about 40% overall, and lost 8 pounds. Not only is this bad boy razor thin at its edge, but they also announced a new Fusion drive that's 1 part flash and 1 part hard drive and all about speed. So the way it works is you get 1 hard drive showing up on your computer, and the things that you access most often will stay on the flash section, while the rest gets archived onto the hard drive part. The benefit of this is it lets you get what you need right away, and then the drive and the OS can slowly archive it to the platters in the background. I've heard of tech like this coming, but I can't say that I've seen it this tightly integrated into the operating system before. This could be a real boon if the price is right for the upgrade, but we're not going to find that out till November or December. I'll be eyeing a new iMac at the start of next year. Now, about the iPad part of the announcement. 4th generation iPad? What the heck? 6 months after release date? A new iPad? Okay, now I sound like the people with the iPhone and the iPhone 4S. But really, I think they did this just to push out the Lightning connector so it was on all other devices by the end of the year. Yes, they did bump up the front-facing camera, finally, and the processor. But the lack of any other upgrade tells me that they wanted to get everything on the Lightning connector ASAP. Or it's to let us know that there isn't much more innovating that they can do hardware-wise, and I don't think that that's the case. And my initial reaction to the iPad mini is, It's priced higher than I expected, and it's larger than I had actually hoped, but I'm saying that without holding it. At first, I blew off the iPhone 5 having a bigger screen, but once I had it in my hand and I felt it, I understood the difference. The same thing could potentially happen with an iPad mini. Right now, I'm not impressed, but once I have it in my hands, I'm sure the Apple cracked lace glass will get me hooked. Of course, this is something that appears it would be perfect for me. I do generally carry 2 iPads, but I don't carry 2 new iPads with me. I carry my previous and the current iPad. I can see me carrying an iPad mini and an iPad. I just hope that the iPad mini fits into my pocket like the 7-inch Androids do. If not, it could be a deal breaker. Now, I knew they wouldn't load it up with a Retina display on this, but I had hoped for a price closer to, but still higher than that of the Nexus 7 in the Amazon Kindle Fire. I thought maybe they'd come in around $250, $299 on the high side, so $330 for a starting point really irks me. I think they should have called this the iPad Air because it seems like last year's tech in a smaller, thinner body. The thing is, the MacBook Air gets its boost by providing flash to improve on the speed, but the iPad mini is already flash. The only way to boost the speed is by not putting in the Retina display. So, today, I didn't order anything. I'm going to wait and hold one in my hand to see if the iPad mini is worth it. Otherwise, I'll try and pick up the new iPad. I also want to see if Tim Cook's work at being able to increase the ramp-up time is why they've shifted the dates so close to the holidays. It used to be that they would announce in the summer and have all summer long to get the devices up to speed so that they could hit the demand for the holidays. if the iPad mini is worth it, I'm going to wait on upgrading my iPad until next year's model. Hopefully, by then, they'll add an LED flash on the back. Because a new iPad and an iPad mini each year is just too much. Maybe that will be my 2-year cycle there. 1 year for the iPad and 1 year for the mini. We'll have to see once I hold it in my hand. For now, I say hold on to your pennies. We've got Windows RT coming out today, and I've still got to try and get my hands on a copy of that. And I believe there's still a Google and a Samsung announcement coming too. 2012 is sure turning into a really interesting tech year, and it just keeps getting more and more exciting. So that wraps up another episode of That iPad Guy. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and circle me on Google+. And visit thatipadguy.com to subscribe. See you next time!